Once settled in Atlanta, Scarlett decides to improve her financial security further by running a sawmill. She wants to ensure that Tara will never be vulnerable again. She uses Frank's money and her own ruthless determination to buy a mill, hire workers, and turn a profit. Many respectable citizens gossip about Scarlett's behavior, claiming that a proper lady should not bargain with rough men or travel alone through dangerous parts of the city. Scarlett, however, cares little about their opinions. She tells herself that survival is more important than popularity. Around this time, Ashley Wilkes returns from the war, looking worn down by defeat. His family's plantation, 12 Oaks, was destroyed, and he has no interest in building a new life in a changed world. Scarlett, who still clings to a fantasy that Ashley might love her, offers him a job at her sawmill. She hopes to keep him near her and also give him a chance to support Melanie and their young son. Scarlett's husband, Frank, grows uneasy with her bold ways. He cannot understand her drive to make money or why she continues to risk her safety by traveling alone. One evening, Scarlett is attacked in a rough neighborhood, and this incident leads Frank to join other men who seek to punish those responsible. In the resulting violence, Frank is killed, leaving Scarlett a widow once again. Rhett Butler appears soon after and proposes marriage. He tells her that he is tired of seeing her face difficulties alone, and he offers both financial security and the promise that he can match her spirit. Scarlett, though still insisting she loves Ashley, agrees to marry Rhett, tempted by his wealth and perhaps a hidden attraction to his fearless attitude. After they marry, Rhett and Scarlett go to New Orleans for a lavish honeymoon. He provides her with expensive clothes, jewelry, and a grand house in Atlanta upon their return. Many in the city disapprove, believing the marriage scandalous. However, Rhett wants to make Scarlett happy, and he enjoys shocking people who once looked down on him. Scarlett, meanwhile, is relieved to have money and a comfortable life again. Yet their union is full of quarrels, because they have very different views on many things. Rhett becomes gentle whenever Scarlett shows a hint of warmth, but she still holds on to her dream of Ashley. She is not willing to admit that Rhett might be the partner she truly needs. In time, Scarlett and Rhett have a daughter named Bonnie Blue Butler. Rhett adores the little girl and spoils her constantly. He wants to gain acceptance in Atlanta society for Bonnie's sake, so he gives large donations to charities and tries to behave in a polite way among his neighbors. Scarlett, however, is not very maternal. She finds pregnancy uncomfortable and is annoyed by the demands of motherhood. In addition, she feels distant from Rhett whenever he criticizes her for still thinking about Ashley. Their arguments grow more serious. Rhett warns her that she will lose him if she continues to imagine Ashley is the man she wants. One day, Scarlett is alone with Ashley in the sawmill office. They share a warm embrace, talking about old times and their uncertain futures. Ashley's sister, India, sees them together and assumes the worst. She spreads gossip throughout Atlanta, claiming Scarlett and Ashley are having an affair. The talk reaches Melanie. Many people expect Melanie to turn against Scarlett, but Melanie refuses to believe the rumors and insists that Scarlett would never betray her. Scarlett feels guilty knowing that her heart has longed for Ashley, but she is moved by Melanie's faith in her. Rhett is also furious when he hears these rumors, partly because he knows Scarlett still holds on to her old feelings for Ashley. Soon after, a tragic accident changes everything. Bonnie tries to jump a fence on her pony, but the animal throws her off, and she dies instantly. Rhett, who worshipped Bonnie, is crushed by grief. He keeps her body in her bedroom, unable to let anyone take her away for burial. Scarlett, also grieving, does not know how to comfort him, and the two drift further apart in their sorrow. Around the same time, Melanie, who is pregnant again against medical advice, collapses and is told she will not survive. On her deathbed, she asks Scarlett to look after Ashley and be kind to Rhett. She still believes in Scarlett's goodness and never suspects any true betrayal. In that moment, Scarlett realizes she has been holding on to a childish dream of Ashley. She sees that Ashley is kind and gentle, but not the strong, passionate partner she truly craves. Her heart belongs to Rhett, even if she fought against that truth for so long. She rushes home to tell Rhett her discovery, hoping to heal the wounds between them. But it is too late. Rhett is packing his bags, planning to leave Atlanta because he believes their marriage cannot be repaired. He feels worn out by years of longing for Scarlett's affection and by Bonnie's death, which shattered his hope for a happy family. Scarlett begs him to stay, insisting she finally loves him with all her heart. Rhett looks at her with sadness and says it does not matter now. He tells her he no longer feels anything for her. As he departs, Scarlett asks what will happen to her, and Rhett replies with a cold statement that suggests he no longer cares. Left standing in the hallway of their grand house, Scarlett thinks about Tara, the land that has always given her strength. She decides she will return to her family home, believing that she can plan a way to regain Rhett's love. She whispers that tomorrow is another day, showing her determination to keep trying. Throughout this long and eventful story, Scarlett's journey is shaped by her fight for survival. She starts as a spoiled and shallow teenager, concerned only with dresses, fun, and winning every man's attention. The war and its hardships force her to discover a deep reserve of willpower. She works in the fields, battles starvation, and does whatever is necessary to keep Tara from falling into ruin. In the process, she grows cold toward many of the people around her, but she also becomes someone who will not give up. The Civil War and its aftermath drastically changed Southern society, ending the old way of life built on cotton, large plantations, and slavery. Scarlett stands out as someone who can adapt, even if it means breaking traditions that once defined her social circle. Gone with the Wind is often considered significant because it paints a vivid portrait of the American South during one of the most turbulent times in the nation's history. Margaret Mitchell wrote it with a focus on how war affects the daily lives of those who must abandon old comforts and survive in a harsh new reality. The novel follows the emotional journeys of its main characters as much as it does the grand events of the Civil War, presenting large-scale tragedy through personal stories. The transformation of a once glamorous society into a land of burned buildings, poverty, and struggle can be seen through Scarlett's eyes, as she goes from wearing fine dresses to digging in the dirt for food. It also raises questions about how people cope when the rules they relied on no longer hold true, and about the cost of personal ambition when it collides with loyalty and love. Gone with the Wind holds lasting importance because it blends romance, adventure, and history in a way that still captures readers' imaginations. It is not just a war story, but also a tale about identity, pride, and the lengths to which one person will go to protect family and property. It examines how ambition can lead to success, but also carry a heavy price in lost relationships. Scarlett O'Hara's pledge never to be hungry again has become an iconic statement of survival. Many find inspiration in her unbreakable spirit, even though her selfish actions make her a controversial figure. Rhett Butler's final words to Scarlett are among the most famous lines in modern literature, symbolizing the end of a love that was never fully realized until it was too late.